All right, ladies, it is 8:30. And I think my Roomba just got stuck. Oh my gosh, hang on a second. I'll be right back. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so sorry. I am totally here. My Roomba just sucked up a straw and that did not go well. So that's gonna be off for the time being so we can do this with no interruptions. Apparently I did not get all the cat toys off the floor before that happened. Yeah, so there's that. So if you're joining me tonight, I am here, I swear, I'm right here. Tonight we are going to talk about all things journaling. So journaling for 2020, how to set up your journal, things to put in your journal, the exact method I use. This way you can take anything that resonates with you and leave anything that doesn't, okay? Because I'm a firm believer you want to build this the best way you can. So I see a bunch of people jumping on, so I'll just give everybody another minute. I hope everybody's Wednesday is going well. We are on day 8 of our 40-day meditation challenge for the women who are in there. And tonight is going to be all about journaling. So if you received my newsletter on Sunday and you open that up, there is a small section that has some weekly journaling prompts to help you start thinking, get out of your head, and start growing. So those I'm going to talk a little bit about tonight. Again, I have my pens, I have my journal, I have all this good stuff. Because like I said, I'm going to take you right inside. And I'm actually going to take you into my night routine as far as setting that up for the morning. So this way you're ready to go. And I'll show you some more things. So if you're out there and you're joining me, please give me a shout. Let me know you're out there. Let me know where you're joining me from, because I just found out we have so many women from all across the country, different countries. I've got a bunch of you from Canada. I've got one woman from Norway, which I think is amazing. I think there's one from Australia. So definitely give me a shout. I'd love to know where you're joining me live from. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So like I mentioned, tonight is all about journaling. So, definitely drop in the comments. Drop an emoji. How many of you have ever journaled before? Let me know. I'd love to know. And I'd love to know how many of you this is your first time really diving into journaling, because it can be so different. There's so many different kinds out there. There's everything from your good old-fashioned hey dear diary, there's nothing wrong with that. There's just people who do gratitude journals, affirmation journals. There's bullet journaling, which is a favorite of mine. There's just so many different kinds out there, and you really have to see what works for you. And I have found that I mesh a whole bunch of different things. And I've started really trying to do it in the morning as much as I can. But I'm also realizing apparently there should be some kind of a nighttime routine. So I'm trying to incorporate that as well, which is usually where I put my schedule in for the next day. So if you've got your journal, like I said, I'm going to take you into the wide world of Pamela's journal. I have had several now. Some of them were the small, cute, notebooky types. Some of them are, like this one is the biggest one I bought. It's actually like a giant notebook. And you can use anything really. It doesn't have to be a journal that you bought. If you want to just use, like I said, you can use a notebook. You can use that, college ruled notebook. You can get one with a fancy cover. You can get small ones, big ones, whatever you like. I do like to keep mine on my person. So I do carry a giant day bag with me. So depending what size your bag is, you may not. And some of you may be the electronic type, which is very cool. So some people like to do their journals straight up on their laptops. There's apps on your phone, and that's fine too. I am not a technological savvy kind of person, hence why my Roomba has now sucked up a straw. So I prefer to do things the old-fashioned way, pen and paper. And you don't have to have crazy pens. You might have fun colored pens. My first coach, Sarah, gave me these fun pens, which I love. They have all the glitter and sparkle. So how fun is that? Or maybe you're just a good old-fashioned blue ink pen. So again, tonight, like I said, grab your journal or your laptop if you're a tech person, grab your pens, and we're going to get going. So like I said, I like to combine a little bit of bullet journaling into my journal because I feel like it helps me organize. And that's what I'm kind of really striving for 2020 is getting organized and staying consistent with all of my commitments. because my word for 2020 is action. So I am looking to go big or go home, so to speak. Hey, Crystal, and I see Jessica just jumped on. Like I said, I know there's a bunch of you out there, so don't hesitate to give me a shout. Let me know you're out there. If you're catching a replay later on, definitely leave me a hashtag replay. I want to know you're out there. Don't be afraid to engage. Remember, this is a private community. Everything is in here, stays in here. So just, again, showing you, this is my journal. Like I said, it's more of a notebook, so to speak, but I love it. And what I like to do is when I start each month, the first thing I like to do, I'm going to show you my January. And usually I post them, but I don't think I posted January. Oh my goodness. Hang on. I'm getting there. There we go. Is I like to set up with my month, and I like to put in some intentions on things I want to remind myself, I want to focus on, things that are going to help me to grow. So this is literally my January page, for those of you that can see that. Okay. So I'm going to hang that there for just a second. Okay. That's my second. Okay. So you notice I like my pens. I like my colors. I think it's fun. So I put in big letters because, again, this is now we're in 2020. This is my word for 2020 is action. Full blown, take life by the horns, get some skin in the game, action. All about it this year. And these are my intentions. These are things I really want to think about for January to help me start getting into that mindset and really tackle things that I'm a little stuck on, okay? So the first one I put on my list, I put discover new ways to heal, because self-care is so important. And I think everybody thinks self-care and they think massages and pedicures, things like that. It doesn't have to be that extravagant. Self-care can be just as simple as taking your 10 minutes in the morning to yourself and having your cup of coffee, maybe outside on the deck. Self-care can be as simple as just sitting down and reading for 15 minutes a day. Doing small things for you build into the bigger things. It makes you feel better about yourself. So I want to find new ways. So if any of you out there have some fun ones, definitely share them, drop them in the comments. I would love to know what they are, okay? So my next intention is complain less about everything. Now, I'm not really a complainer, but lately there's been a lot of negative energy coming into my life. So I really want to focus on complaining less about things. I want to realize people's actions, stuff that happens to me, it doesn't mean it's me. I just might be the one in the way. So for me, it's really not getting attached to those energies and just letting it be. The next one I have is tap into what you need when it comes to decision making. So again, this is where I need to take action because I make a lot of decisions and I just don't follow through with them. Go figure, right? So again, my focus is really taking care of me, the self-care, the new ways to heal, and choosing what I want to do based on that information. Now, the next one too is being honest with yourself and others. I don't want to be the people pleaser anymore. I don't want to be the person who's still putting herself on the back burner. My goal is to really put myself out there and just be straight up with everyone. Not in a mean way, not in a rude way, not in a way that makes it seem like you're like aggressive, but just to put myself out there in a way that I'm just being true to my authentic self. That's the goal. My next one says, do not give in to worry. It has only the power when you let it. So do not give in to worry. It has only the power when you let it. Now, for any of you out there that struggle with anxiety, I do. I'm not as challenged by it as I once was because I do have the tools and the support and the community that I do. However, still things, will get to me. Sometimes I feel that snowball where, again, you just have to kind of step out, observe, and let it be. So now it's not letting that take power over me anymore. It's realizing the universe always has a plan. Everything's mapped out. And yes, you take certain actions that'll lead you to your destiny, but it's important to recognize when it's time to do that and when to just, again, not worry. The next one says, be confident in your transformation. So this is a big one. So I've recently been doing a lot of, I guess we'll call it physical work. As you know, I just ran a half marathon. I'm going to go ahead and do my first Spartan sprint in April. So I've got all these things, and it's funny because I tell people I want to do this stuff, and immediately it's like, you're not going to look like a man, are you? And I'm kind of going, what? Like, when would I ever look like a man? I don't think I look like a man. I'm pretty sure I'm a girl. But everybody's like worried I'm going to bulk up and all this stuff's going to happen, all this stuff. And I'm kind of like, oh my God, what if I'm not that like delicate yoga teacher anymore? Oh my goodness. And then I'm going, no, Pam, it's in your body. Everything's going to just, it'll be fine. So again, being more confident in myself as far as the new goals that I have. I think that's my other pen. The next one says, commit to loving yourself every single day. 525,600 minutes are in 2020. Did you know that? It's crazy. And it's a leap year, by the way. So commit to loving yourself every single day. So taking one small self-care option, taking one look at yourself in the mirror, and really just loving yourself every day. You are worth it. You are good enough, and you are here for a reason. That's what we're looking at. And my last one is expect miracles. So this is the big one, okay? Because again, I'm bound to turn 2020 is going to be amazing, like knock your socks off, amazing. So that's my last one there. And then what I did this time, and it's something different that I hadn't really done, but I decided to jump on that bandwagon that I've noticed in some other groups. And they have these boards that are 20 things that you want to do 20 times for 2020. If I said that right. 20 things you want to do 20 times for 2020. So it's kind of, again, picking 20 obstacles, 20 challenges, and doing 20 of that. So if it's reading 20 books in 2020, 20 date nights in 2020, maybe with your significant other, because maybe you just don't do that all the time. So for January, I'm putting 20 message check-ins, okay? So I made these little circles that I can color in every time I do one, because that is something I really want to work on, because I moved to Florida 8 months ago. I totally changed my life over, got down here, and again, I have no real, I shouldn't say that. I made friends when I got down here, but I kind of left everything else behind. So I'm really making it a goal of mine to communicate, to reach out to the old friends, to reach out more to the new. This way I can go ahead and really see exactly where the friendships are, where the communication is, and just check in, because that's the problem too, is we get so busy in our own lives, we get so wrapped up, we get everything going on, that we kind of forget about who's really there for us. We forget about those girls that we go to girls' night with. We forget about those family members that we just don't talk to because we don't see that often. So I'm giving myself the goal of 20 check-ins. So if any of you get a check-in from me, you may be the lucky recipients. But that is my January. So I always like to start every month off just like that. So I have a little fun, I make color, do certain things. Like I said, I always pick some intentions, and then this time I'm also gonna add that 2020 in there. So if you're looking for a really good way to set that up, and that's great. You can also, maybe if you're someone who doesn't remember birthdays, you might want to throw those on your month page. If you have any goals for the month, things you're tackling, maybe you started a new habit and you're like, hey, I want to accomplish this at the end of the month to show my progress. Put that on your monthly page. Put that front and center where you can see it. So this way it reminds you that, hey, this is coming, I'm doing this, I'm committed, and I'm going to do it, okay? Now, after that, I like to do my daily pages. I had done like a monthly, almost like a calendar, so I could kind of put my bullet points, because I said I like bullet journaling. However, I did get a separate planner, so now that has more of my scheduling. So as far as work, with you guys, if I have one-on-one yoga appointments, the workshops we're doing like this one, events that I have in my own life, date night with my own guy, things like that. That's all in that planner now. I'm no longer kind of absorbing it all into this journal, because sometimes I don't always have the journal with me, but the planner fits in everything. So I do have that. So I can show that to you guys after if you want. So the next thing, like I said, now I'm still keeping the daily pages. So like I said, while I have you with me tonight, I am going to set this up with you like here and now. So tomorrow is January 9th. So you always want to date the page, just so you know. This is what we're looking at. So one of the things I like to do before bed is I really do like to still put in my journal what my schedule looks like for tomorrow, just because I want to start visualizing where I'm going to be in the morning. Does that make sense? This way you know exactly what's going to happen, so that way I can kind of base my evening routine on that. So I want to make sure everything's ready. I want to make sure everything is set up. I want to make sure everything is done. So like tomorrow is our 9th day of our 40-day meditation. So I'll be up at 5 a.m. in that group doing the meditation. And then I plan on going to the gym after, because tomorrow is going to be back day. So total pulling. working on pull-ups. Still can't do one, but I'll get there. And then get home, and then that's when I'll do my morning journaling. And then I go to work, my regular old-fashioned 9 to 5. And then tomorrow night, like I said, do it all over again. So for tomorrow, so that's what I would do in here. I would actually write that down, okay? So I'm not gonna sit here and write all that out because that'll take forever for you guys, and I don't wanna do that. So that's the first thing I do. I like to see that because then, like I said, I wanna look at what I need in the morning. So if you're a planner like me, I like to lay my clothes out. I have my gym bag by the door. I have my not protein powder, but the, what do you call that stuff? Oh my gosh. Like morning workout stuff already measured and in there. So I just gotta add water and run. Yeah, everything is ready to go. Because I don't like to think in the morning at 5 a.m. That is just way early. And sometimes my brain isn't totally operating. Now with this 40-day meditation challenge we've had going, it's helping me wake up because I'm doing the movement in the morning, going into the meditation, and that's great. That's getting me up and moving. So it's actually been a little bit easier. So I'm thinking might have to keep that going as opposed to doing it the opposite way. I used to go to the gym first and then do the meditation and stuff. Kind of liking doing that first now. So yes, but that's what happens. You get these new habits, you get these routines, and you plug and play a little bit. So again, so I recommend that. If you're not using a planner, definitely putting your daily schedule in the night before. So one, you have something to look forward to because it's always good to have something to wake up that you're looking forward to. 2, you don't forget anything. And 3, again, that's what's gonna set you up for success. So boom, done. And then that's it. So that's it for me as far as my nightly journaling. The only thing I will do after that I do like to do at night is my gratitude list, especially if things have happened during the day that made me feel really good and warm and fuzzy. I like to throw a gratitude list in at night. So I highly recommend that if there's something you're interested in. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, the first time you do it, maybe you give yourself a goal of writing 10 things you're grateful for. And what's nice about that too is it's gonna raise that good energy and you're actually probably gonna sleep a little bit better, okay? And then that's the time too when you wanna get ready for bed. So if there's any meditation you wanna do, whatever your nightly routine is, maybe you read 15 minutes before bed, brush your teeth, wash your face, that kind of stuff, keep the routine going. So now we've all gone to sleep, pretend it's 5 a.m., we're all awake, we're here, right? Okay, so in the morning, so you get up, maybe you brush your teeth, you roll out of bed, you do some movement, okay? I've talked about that 20-20 rule where it's 20 minutes of movement, 20 minutes of mindset, or 20 minutes of meditation, 20 minutes of mindset. So this way you can continue to grow that. So maybe you do a little yoga, maybe you're doing the 40-day meditation challenge, maybe you go to the gym, and like I said, whether it's 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it is for you, get a little movement in. Maybe you have a dance party. I mean, my alarm on my phone is set to Gonna Make You Sweat. So it's that Everybody Dance Now song. So every morning that goes off, and it actually makes me wake up better than the standard like of your alarm clock. So much better. Okay, so let me show you. So my regular journaling habits. The first thing I do are my affirmations, okay? So just so you can see that, these are my affirmations. Oh, something fell out. I don't know what that was. Oh, that was the habit tracker. Daily affirmations. So I don't know how many of you have used affirmations. I know I did a poll a while back, and some of you do, some of you don't, some of you aren't consistent, and that's cool. As long as you're using them, you're thinking them, and this is kind of where the technology comes into play. So you can write them out the old-fashioned way and then say them out loud. And these are things that are gonna help you. Anya and I were talking about this last night. You know, we were talking about being unstoppable. I bring out the best in myself and others. It's giving yourself these affirmations to start training your subconscious to think the way that you're writing. And the more you write it and the more you say it out loud, the more you're gonna start to believe it, and then the more that comes out into the actions that you take, okay? If you're writing affirmations and they sound really foreign to you, they sound like you don't believe them, they sound in a way that you're kind of like, that's just not me. A trick I learned from another coach was to write, I choose to be in front of it. So I choose to be unstoppable. That's starting to train your brain to go, oh, we're making a new decision. We're making a new habit. It's a little easier to start helping the brain accept when you can train it that way. Okay, so really putting I choose to be in some of the front of the affirmations is definitely helpful. So that's what I have first is my affirmations. I'm going to go into that. And then yes, if you don't do your gratitude list at night, I highly recommend doing one in the morning. Just so this way, again, you can start putting that energy out there. So again, maybe it's 10 things, and you might take a step back and go, what else? And that list might go from 10 to 20 and 20 to 30. You can go crazy with this. So, and that's up to you how much journaling you want to do. Like I said, if you want to put it into that whole mindset of 20, 20, 20, 20 minutes. Like I said, maybe do a little meditation, do 15 minutes of journaling, 10 minutes of journaling, enough to get your thoughts out there to start training the positivity into your space. If there's anything you're manifesting, throw it in there. Check it out. Start writing it out, you know. Thank you, universe, for, you know, X, Y, Z. Whatever you want, start already acting like you have it. Start writing like you already do it or own it or whatever it may be. And start to notice when you start releasing the how, like how it's going to happen, stop stressing over that. Let the universe take care of it for you. You'll notice the stuff starts to float to you. Because you're no longer holding on to the worry. Like I mentioned, remember my intention, not to let worry get to you anymore. You're no longer holding on to these negative emotions. You're creating space to receive. So that's the goal. So that's the next thing. So you have you already have your morning list of what you're doing for your day. You've got your gratitude list. You've got your affirmations, and then your manifestation. And I think that's a solid base for anyone who's starting to journal. Okay. The only other thing you may want to add, and this is something, like I said, if you signed up for the weekly newsletter, you are going to get that every Sunday. I can drop that link in the comments. I do recommend signing up. It's going to have weekly journaling prompts inside. So if you have trouble coming up with your own prompts, writing things out, you're not sure, these are going to help start to thought provoke for you. Excuse me. So let me drop that link in here. So like I said, every Sunday it's going to have those prompts. So this Sunday I did put some in there. Self.com/weekly newsletter sign up. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know if that link worked. So this week, if you got your weekly newsletter, I'm hoping some of you went ahead and started using some of those journaling prompts. Here we go. So I'm going to tell you verbally what I had in the newsletter in case you didn't sign up or you haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So for our first official newsletter out the door, I put 4 different journaling prompts. So some weeks it might be 2, might be 4, whatever I'm feeling is what you're gonna kind of absorb. So get ready for that. So, and these are the same journaling prompts that I'm using in my journal too. So they're right in there, okay? So the first one I had was, who is the next level version of you? Okay, and that's huge. So as we go into 2020, you wanna start setting those goals. You wanna start looking ahead and deciding, who do you want to be? So don't look at where you're at now. Look at what you want, okay? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be powerful, confident, abundant? Who do you want to be? Strong. If it's aesthetically, maybe it's physically fit. Mentally, maybe it's, I want to be carefree. I want to be vibrant. I want to be focused. Start giving yourself those adjectives. So this way you can start living in that truth. You can already be that person. The next one is, what are her standards on how she treats herself? Okay. What are her standards on how she treats herself? And that's huge. You want to start setting standards for that next level version of you. So maybe right now you're kind of like how I was, where you're very anxious, you're people pleasing, trying to take care of everything, not giving yourself enough time. That's a hard place to be. And like I said, I have my days where I feel like I float back in there, but I'm not near where I was before. And that's all because of mindset shifts like this. So when you look at this, I want you to start looking at those standards. Is it, you know, I get up early. I take a walk every day. I journal every day. I read 15 minutes a day. I listen to my podcasts 10 minutes a day. I go to bed at a certain time. What are the new standards for you to get to the next level version of you? Okay. The next one I have is what are her standards on how others treat her? Now this is a big one because we all have those people in our lives. You have the energy sucking vampires, the ones who try and pull you down with all their complaining and their shit. Nope, not anymore. You have those people that just bring drama into your life, the drama queens. We all know who they are. You have these people who, God bless them, that is their person, and that's cool. I mean, if they're happy with the way they are, let them be. It doesn't mean you have to accept that behavior, okay? I am no longer accepting that behavior, and that is why I am now where I am at. Because before, I would let people talk down to me. I would let them tell me things I couldn't do. I'd let them say things that about me that just weren't true, that I wasn't strong enough, I wasn't good enough, you know, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. Like, get the hell out of here. Gotta go. Bye-bye. I am who I am. I am good enough. I am strong enough. I am amazing. And I freaking know that. And I love it. Whether or not you agree, take your energy-sucking vampire self somewhere. Who cares? Not here. And that may be kind of hard at first because, I mean, toxic is toxic. And that may be your friends. It may be your family. It might be your boss. It might be whatever it is. It's not always going to be easy, but you have to start respecting yourself. Because if you're not respecting yourself, nobody else is going to. Okay? Hard truth, but it's there. So really, what are your standards and how you're going to let other people treat you? And then the last one I put into the newsletter was, what are your standards on how you show up in life? Okay? That's the next big one. What are your standards on how you show up in life? So I can put those in the comments. Can I put the picture? If I have to type it out, I don't care. I'll type it out. It's no big deal. Let's see. There it is. I found it. Why did I put this in this comment? Oh, I guess I can't. Okay, so I'll just type these up for you. Oopsie. So you have these to focus on. Okay. Oh, it's gonna put these one at a time. Oh, Crystal says great questions for self in prompts. Yes. Okay, so who is the next level version of you? So feel free to, if you want to answer these in the comments a little bit, you want to put your thoughts out there, you want to put this in there, and you're amazing. Hi, thank you. Definitely, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you add these to your journal, you get your journal set up tonight, tomorrow morning, this weekend. I would love for you to use these, and if you're feeling comfortable, you're feeling confident, take a photo of your journal. Take a photo of the page and drop it in here. This way I can see them. This way everybody can see them. If you're not confident, I shouldn't say confident. If you're not comfortable enough to do that yet, you can always DM me. You can send it to me. I'm happy to read it, and I'd love to give you some feedback for that. It's kind of like some virtual free coaching, so take that. And remember, this is a private community, so engage, engage, engage. I mean, there's nobody, you know, in here that's not going through what you are probably. And you may inspire others too. So don't be afraid of that. And how she shows up in, don't mind me two-finger typing. Okay, so there they all are. So if you're looking for them, there they are. If you want more amazing journaling prompts, I'm telling you, sign up for that newsletter. Not only in the newsletter do I have journaling prompts, but I have a ton of other stuff in there, just so you know. Kind of give you an idea. There is a weekly recipe with cooking instructions. Crystal, I really do hope you found that, because I hope I explained that well enough. If you click the little link and go to the side, you'll see 2 pages. So if anybody else is looking for the instructions, it's 2 pages. There's an essential oil of the week. That is in there. And it tells you kind of how to use it, what you're looking at. There's a fitness tip. There's a quote. that you can add to your journal. I love to do journaling quotes. There's actually an app that's a bullet journal compliment app. That's actually what it's called, bullet journal. Yeah, bullet journal. And they'll give you a daily quote in the morning and at night just to help motivate you. So I highly recommend checking that out. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. The monthly schedule is in the journaling, in the newsletter. So check that out. If you all got your event invites for January, blah, blah, my tongue got stuck. Definitely check those out next week. We've got a lot going on. So we've got the vision boarding. The following week, I'm going to talk about all the fun little self-care options. Remember my intention from earlier? You're going to kick ass on that one. And then the last Wednesday of every month is going to be our live Q&A. So if you've been stewing on anything, if you've been focusing on anything, you've questions, maybe you haven't asked me, you're not sure, you can respond in that email. You can send me a message. I will answer them live on that Q&A. And I promise I won't throw your name out there if you don't want me to. I won't do that to you. But remember, if you're thinking it, if you're feeling it, odds are somebody else probably is. And I really try and step out of my own way when I teach things and do stuff to try and remember what it was like when I did it so I can help communicate better. But if I do something and you're not sure, like we did our 12 Days of Fitness Challenge. I'm talking about box breathing and I said something kind of funny, like a phrase, and I guess it didn't make sense. And Diane was like, hey, Pam, by the way, and I was like, oh, crap. So I went back in and I kind of retaught it because I realized, yeah, the way I said it, it made sense in my head, but doesn't mean it makes sense for everybody else. So don't ever be afraid to ask, and that's what that live Q&A is for. Ask me anything, okay? And there's also a weekly video, so a yoga video, meditation video, exercise video. There's some kind of a weekly video that will be included in your newsletter. This week, I went a little more in-depth. I did Breath of Fire, and I did that first because it is going to apply to every other video the rest of the year. So if you haven't signed up for this newsletter, go ahead. When you sign up, let me know. Issue 1 went out Sunday. If you want the first issue, I will send it to you. Please let me know. Otherwise, you'll pick up on Sunday with everybody else and you'll get issue 2. Okay, so just do me a favor and let me know. So that is what's inside the newsletter. But again, all of that's going to come into play because you're going to use what's inside the newsletter to build your journal, to build your routine, to build your habits, to build your practice, to build you into you this year, okay? And I'm here for you every step of the way. Now, if you're looking for something more personalized, you're looking for certain recipes. On that note, the recipes are done for the average bear. If you are gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan, all these things, let me know, please, and I can give you modifications and options. I am happy to do that. The videos, please, I have to give that disclaimer. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. If you've never done fitness and you got to consult a doctor, do what you have to do. But please do not hurt yourself. You know, use the common sense in their place. So just so you have all those warnings ahead of time, just to throw that out there. But what I was talking about was, God, I totally lost my train of thought. I interrupted myself. That's something I have to work on, interrupting. Let's talk about the newsletter. Oh, okay, yeah. So the newsletter. So yes, so all of that is going to be great ways to help you on your journey. If you are looking for something more in-depth, you're looking for something personalized, you're looking for your own personalized routine, I can give that to you. That is what I do in my one-on-one coaching, okay? I do offer one-on-one coaching packages. I have monthly packages. I have 3-month packages. Next month, we're getting ready to revamp that Mindful Movement Tribe. So that will be a membership site. So while it's not necessarily one-on-one, you will get more personalized information out of that and practices and things like that. But if you're really looking to kick ass, get into it, get some skin in the game, take 2020 by the horns, my one-on-one options are going to be beautiful for you. Because like I said, if you're loving all of these, you're loving the journaling, you're loving the prompts, you're loving the videos, you're loving the recipes, things like that, again, you can get all of that personalized for you so that you meet your goals. I can come up with a plan for you. I can set up routines for you. And I can do the weekly, we'll do weekly meetups. So you'll get weekly coaching on a regular basis to help you get to that next level version of you, to get to those standards you've now set for yourself, for the standards you set for others. We can take that tenfold and put you on that pedestal, okay? And I am happy to do that. I love doing that because a lot of you have heard my story. You've heard a lot about me. If you saw the video from 2 weeks ago, I really tried to go a little more in depth into my story from 10 years ago to now. You can too transform if it's something that you want to do. But the first step is you got to take action. You got to make that decision and say, hey, I want to go ahead. I want to change. I want to try new things. I don't want to be this anxiety, stressed, overwhelmed, riddled person anymore. I want to take on the next step. And then, yes, you need to take action, whether it's signing up for the newsletter, doing these workshops, or yes, investing in yourself and taking on that one-on-one program to get that more personalized experience. So this way I can help you get to where you want to be even faster. Because again, it's all about you. So again, it's decision-making, it's taking action, and then yes, investing back in yourself, into your self-care, into your self-worth. It's making the choice. So lots of options out there, lots of fun out there. So I really hope all of you are able to get your hands on some kind of a journal. Again, if you're one of those lovely tech-savvy ladies, I applaud you. If you keep your journal on your laptop, on an app, whatever it is, that's very cool. And I'd love to know more about that. So if you do that, please drop me a message. I am curious to learn. And yeah, set it up. So like I said, mornings are great. That's gratitude lists, affirmations, manifesting, and like I said, setting up the goals, setting up your day, and getting that going. And then at night, yeah, if you've had a warm, fuzzy day, go ahead and write down maybe any energies that came up, do a new gratitude list, and just prepare for the next day. Because again, if you're prepared and you're ready to rock, odds are you're going to stick to it. It's like that old story where there was I think he was an admiral or he might have been a Navy admiral, but he went and spoke at one of those college acceptance things. And he was telling everybody why the biggest, most important thing of your day is making your bed. Now, I tell you to go make your bed, you're going to look at me and probably laugh at me. This man flat out said it, and I can't say it better, which is why I'm giving him the credit. I just wish I remember who that was. I'll have to look it up. If you make your bed every day, okay, you take one action, you complete that one task, it's going to snowball. Okay, so if you do one thing a day, so if that's your affirmations list, that's your yoga, that's your meditation, that's your coffee time by yourself, you accomplish your task, whatever it is for you. It's going to snowball because now you're going to have that sense of accomplishment, that sense of pride in yourself, and you're going to do that with the next thing you come across, and the next, and the next. And that's when you're going to build, and you're going to come out of that comfort zone and into that area of discomfort because now you're kind of feeding on that. You're going to feel that adrenaline. You're going to be like, oh, if I can do this, I can do this. It scares me, but maybe I should build. Keep taking your comfort zone from this big and start to make it go this big. Okay? So I know that kind of went off on a tangent, but that's what it comes down to. So it's the small things. It's the journaling every day. It's the movement every day. It's the self-care, one small thing a day, and it's going to snowball. Like I said, use those journaling prompts. Use what I've given you and give it a try. Okay? See if it goes. Try it for a week straight. And honestly tell me, did you notice a difference? Do you feel an energy shift? What are you seeing? What's coming up for you? Because I will bet money if there's 180 of us in this group, if everybody tried something new for a week, I'll bet you're going to like it. I think you will. I really do. So go ahead, give that a shot. Set up your journal tonight. Go ahead and make your main page for January. Even though we're a weekend, don't worry about it. Make your page. If you want, choose your word. Set up your intentions. Set up any exciting tasks. So if you got, maybe you're doing your first 5K, maybe you're going to go, I don't know, maybe a triathlon. Maybe you're going to go, maybe you're learning a new instrument, you have to perform, whatever it is. Put that in there too. Have some fun with that. And then, yeah, start your daily page tonight. Before you go to bed, what do you have to look forward to tomorrow? Is it getting up and seeing me at 5 a.m.? Is it waking up a half hour earlier so, yes, you can have your coffee time and your journal time? Write it down. Make the commitment. Put it on paper. Send it to me. Take a picture. I will hold you accountable. You want me to message you at 5 a.m. when I get up? I'll do it. Don't tempt me. Like I said, I want to support you as best I can, so I will continue to throw this stuff at you. If any of this resonates with you, let me know. If you have questions, again, direct message me, drop them in the comments. Go into, like I said, that weekly newsletter. There is a section. If you click on the live Q&A where it says drop your questions here, that link is going to take you to a page on my website that says put your questions here. Okay, so you can drop anything in there, and I promise I will answer them live on the Q&A. If it's super pressing and you're like, oh my God, Pam, I need you now, drop me a DM. I will get back to you as soon as I humanly can. I am in the middle of cooking a little bit tonight, so I have to get my potatoes out of the oven before they roast themselves to a crisp. But I will get back to you, I promise. And yeah, like I said, check out that weekly newsletter link. It's a great resource to go ahead and start your new healthy habits, start your journey for 2020, and really get into these habits. Join me next week for the vision boarding workshop. I am doing it differently, so I will not be in here live, okay? And I will stress that for the next 7 days. It is not in here live. I will post the video when we're done. I will put it on my YouTube page. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel, so if you don't know, please go ahead and subscribe. If you search my name, actually I think I can grab you the link because I'm just gonna keep sharing everything with you guys tonight. YouTube, can I do that? I said, I am not the most tech savvy person, so bear with me. I think if I copy paste this will work. Maybe. Yes, it did. There we go. Okay. So again, I will put that in there. Even tonight's video, I am going to upload it in there. So if you're ever searching for it, because I found that that's been kind of difficult, and even difficult for me when people ask me where my old, videos are for tapping, things like that I've done previously in the group. And I'm like, oh shit, like I can't find it. Everything that I can find, I have uploaded into this YouTube channel. Everything is in there. So please go ahead and subscribe. This way, when I put up videos directly there that maybe don't make it into the group, things like that, you'll get a notification. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't be afraid to do that. But yeah, so tonight's video will go in there. The one next week I am doing on Zoom. Zoom is a free app. It's very simple to download. Go in your apps, Android, whatever it is, Google Play Store, I think for Android. Download Zoom. It is a free app. The link is in the event. You need to click on that link and hit join meeting. It's going to open it up for you, whether you're on a computer, on your phone, whatever it is. Because what I really want to do is be able to share my screen. I want to show you how to do this because I do my vision boards differently. Again, if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, grab yourself your poster board, grab some scissors, magazines, glue, tape, whatever, and I will walk you through that while we're doing this. But I like to do mine electronically. Ever since my coach Susie showed me how to do that, it's been fabulous. So I actually did it electronically using photos from Pinterest and Canva, which is another thing you can do. It's free. It's canva.com, or you can download the app if you want. And setting it up this way. So this way you can save it to your desktop, you can save it to your phone, you can save it to your tablet, wherever, so you can see it all the time. So this way you're always looking at it, because that's how I manifested my trip to Bali, which I can't say. I am going in May. There it is, right there. I firmly believe that I went ahead and manifested my significant other, whether he believes it or not. Right there, that happened. I did find that there is a place in Florida that looks just like this, so I've already said I'm going as soon as it gets a little warmer because it's not good weather for that right now. So all of these fun things, okay? So go ahead and download Zoom, set up your free Canva account, and get ready because this is gonna be awesome. And then if you're crazy like me, I literally have printed 2 of these and I laminated them, and one is hanging in my bathroom on the mirror. So every morning when I'm brushing my teeth, doing my hair, putting my makeup on, you spend a good amount of time in your bathroom if you haven't realized. I didn't realize until I started looking at it. So this is on my bathroom mirror, so I can stare at it every day and manifest. So definitely get ready for that. So all that information is in the event invite for Wednesday. So that is going to kick ass. So if you're not sure, if you're not around, again, I will put the video when we're finished. I will upload it out of Zoom and I will put it onto YouTube so you can see it, but it will not be live here. If you want to join me live, you have to go through Zoom. okay? So make the commitment, get the skin in the game, go download the app and hit going on the event. I think I've got like 12 of you in there right now. It's pretty cool. I'm very excited. And, you know, share it with your friends. If you've got any women out there, you've got anybody looking for support, maybe they're looking for new ways to take on their 2020, you know, share the group with them. Don't be afraid to do that. Let them know that, you know, it's not like every other group out there. We are going to learn, we're going to kick ass, and we're going to be the most powerful group of women out there by the end of 2020. It's going to be amazing. So go ahead and check that out. This went a little longer than I thought it was going to go tonight, so I hope I didn't keep a lot of you. But I really appreciate all of you for jumping on. Like I said, I know there was about 6 or 7 of you out there, and if you're still hanging with me, unfortunately, I can't see. So I'm really hoping you're all still sticking it out with me. Yeah, I highly suggest tackling the journaling thing, getting yourself set up. And then next week, we're going to set up your vision board so you have something to focus and manifest on. And you're going to watch your dreams happen, and I'm here to help you. So like I said, ask me any questions, drop me any comments, hit up those events. And yes, if you were looking to take things to the next level, you're looking to go ahead and step into your next self, check out my one-on-one programs, check out my work with me. Next thing I'm gonna have to find that. Oh my goodness. There it is. I'll drop that here too. So if you've ever wondered if I do packages, things like that, I do. They exist, I swear. And I want to help you with that. So there's that link as well. So lots of links in here, lots of fun in here. Journaling prompts are in here. Like I said, join the newsletter. That would be step 1. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would say that's step 2. And then prepare for vision boarding next week. That is step 3. And do this tonight before you go to bed. So I lied. Make that step 1 and push everything else up. So I will see you all tomorrow. More fun stuff in the group. And we've got lots going on. For those of you in the 40-day meditation challenge, unless you're in California, go to bed. I will see you at 5 a.m. Much love, and thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And I will talk to you all soon. Mwah.